So let's talk about cataracts. When cataracts appear, the crystalline is stopping to be transparent, it's becoming translucid and then darker and darker. This is what ophthalmology tells us. In natural vision, we know that the crystalline lens becomes darker faster, and problems arise when there is no mobility and no relaxation in the eye. In other words, everything we have been doing up to now with relaxation, game, centralization, movement, etc., all this tends to prevent cataracts and to revert cataracts. We have experiences of cataracts cures with half an hour of sunning, half an hour of daily palming, and the other natural education games. In other words, cataracts can be resolved at the physiological, physical level with movement of the crystalline. We're going to practice again this coordination between our two eyes and how the brain makes the fusion between what the both eyes see. And we're going to do it with a string that we can use at home to hang clothes to dry. Yeah, this is the classic for people who don't have the electrical dryers, and some pins for the clothes. So you can hang the cord to something, attach it to something in your home, and then you keep the other side of the string to your nose, or you could do it with someone and each is keeping it to the nose. And you could look at the different pins, like if they have different colors, it's easier because then you recognize what you're doing. So you look at the blue, the yellow, the red, the green, the red, the yellow, the blue, green, yellow, red, blue, blue, yellow, green, red, and you keep alternating. Someone can sing and you can look at the color of the pin. Yeah, and you can do this for a while, and that's improving the focus. Different things, all the pins, and when you remove them, you just have the string to look at. And when you have the string, you can look far away and near, and far away and near, and far away and near. And then you are going on the string, and that's improving the coordination of the eyes and the fusion of the brain. You will notice as you do this that you're seeing two strings because each eye sees one, and it will go like a V to an X to an A to an X to a V, depending if you're focusing further or closer to you. Yay, this is actually an exercise that's very good, for example, for cataracts. I see that Emmy is asking all the exercises of looking far away and nearby, besides more that we're going to teach in the advanced program, the ClearSight Method, are good for cataracts. Okay, so we can do a final palming after these exercises, a short one. Cover your eyes, breathe deeply. In a relaxed way, and notice the sensations in your eyes as you're palming. And imagine black darker and darker as your nervous system becomes more and more relaxed. And your breath becomes more and more calm. And you can do the palming as long as you want, but now we're going to do a quickie. You're going to get straight again. And keeping your eyes closed, you're going to remove the hands from your eyes, from your closed eyelids, noticing the colors you see in your closed eyelids. And as you remove them, you see the color changing or not. And when it doesn't change anymore, you stretch, you sigh, you moan. You move gently until you feel more and more comfortable. And when you feel that it's the right moment, we're going to skip the snapshots, but you may want to do them at home to train memory and imagination. And we're just going to blink like a butterfly and notice again what has changed. We probably see more light and colors brighter, and things more 3D and better contrast and more details and a wider visual field. And you probably feel your eyes different, more moist, more relaxed, more stimulated. And it's good to notice all of that. In any case, on a metaphorical level, we could say that when the crystalline is becoming dark and opaque, it is as if the person had lowered the blinds at home, at the inner home. The person doesn't like to see what there is to see in life at this moment as it is. It's as if she doesn't want to see this reality. I no longer feel like seeing this reality. Cataracts generally appear at advanced age, when people have begun to lose their incentives of being alive, the incentives of life. For example, in people who are very attached to their job, the cataract may begin when they retire, because they no longer have the incentive to get up and go to do what they used to love to do. Or for example, this is more frequent in women, it can happen with men too, but generally women are more interested in this. If a woman who has become a grandmother and loves that happens to have a fight with her son or daughter, or the daughter-in-law or the son-in-law, with a wife or husband, and for whatever reason she cannot see the grandchildren, or if they go to live abroad and she cannot see the grandchildren, not seeing the grandchildren who were the joy of her life, the apple of her eyes, well, maybe that's what's behind the beginning of cataracts, losing the sight of what she loved so much. Another possibility, and this one happens more to men who are very attached to their sexual life, who begin to have problems with their prostates, for example, and can no longer function as well with sex. They cannot longer have the sexuality they had. Well, if this was the reason why they loved life, they lose their interest in life, and cataracts can begin because of that. So to prevent and to heal from cataracts, apart from the natural vision practices that you are already learning and practicing, it is very important to find again enthusiasm for life, enthusiasm for living, so that you have the desire to see what there is to see. That there is a reality that you like to see around you and that you want to see. That you can become again interested in seeing the beauty of life. So find what the origin cause was for you, so that you can find again the zest of life and enjoy the beauty of life.
I wanted to share that, there was the experience of the myopia and the cataract, and I was pretty sure that, I didn't want to have to heal it with conventional ways like surgery. And when I came upon Ainhoa's classes, her free offering, I jumped on the chance to, learn from her. And then when those classes were over, I really wanted to go in deeper, and I had met her team and Ainhoa, and I just really love her energy. And I just feel like I can learn from her and have the tools to heal my vision. I was quite fearful of driving at night with, the cataract symptoms. And after doing the palming and sunning exercises, I would have to say that it was pretty miraculous. I had an opportunity where I had to drive home at night, and I did it, and the cataract symptoms seem much reduced. They're not completely disappeared, but I feel like it's from using and practicing the tools. And that just gave me so much more confidence in driving at night and in driving in general without my glasses. And that was a point of celebration for sure.